He's got no clue what's happening next. The blind wizard stumbles through each quest. Magic's wild, memories hazy, but trust the vibe even if it's crazy. He's got a friend, she's small but wise. The prediction princess, the theories will arise. No spoilers, just fate. Let the story unfold. Blind reactions with a heart of gold.
Hello YouTube, it's the Blind Wizard here, and we are back with To Be Hero X episode 9. Last time we picked up, it was the beginning of the Lucky Cyan arc, basically. And she was about to leave the orphanage with the boy who set her free, basically, in terms of being herself, and got stopped by what looks like a corrupted deen. The guy that I thought we could trust. Turns out he was also susceptible to shortcuts because of her luck, blinded by prospects. Yes, we had 2 literal time skips of 11 years worth in the episode itself. And it is crazy to think about. Cyan was a toddler when she was taken into the orphanage, basically. And we see her childhood play out. It's insane. So I'm curious to see where we go from here and what the arc will do. Please don't be like the last arc. I want something that's just anything better than Isol. God, I hate Isol. So next time you see me will be that post-episode discussion. And abracadabra, alakazam. Alrighty, post-episode discussion time. Well, that was a fun episode, to say the least. And it restored my faith in the franchise To Be Hero X because, I don't know if I made it clear enough, but the Isol arc crushed me. Crushed me to a half-a-year hiatus, basically. And after coming off the heel of whatever the heck the ending with Moon was supposed to be, like, I just wanted something good, something nice that I could watch and be like, yay, we're better at the very least. So this episode is already cementing that I love the Lucky Cyan arc. It might be my favorite so far. That might change. But just know that the last arc is never leaving the bottom. I don't like it. In any case, the episode was awesome. We got the flashback of Lucky Cyan first learning from her friend, Lou, the wonders of music. And one night while they're sneaking her back to her room, he overhears the truth that the Deen was just using her as a good luck charm, and it was just like, oh, we're feeding into her fantasy and yada yada yada, and kind of the stuff we already knew if you inferred from the last episode. So then, opening plays, awesome song as always. We cut back to the present day of the arc, and the Deen was not exactly wanting her to leave and showcased his former hero powers. We did learn in the flashback he was a hero that became unpopular, and then he created an orphanage to raise heroes in his image. So live vicariously through them. Yeah, that situation never ends well. Unless it's written well, and in that case, is handled with care. If not, it can spiral out of control. Isn't that how cults are born? They're usually out of good intentions, but eventually it spirals into chaos. Well, in any case, her luck is on her side and she manages to escape, but the boys, her friends' bad luck caused a crash. And she thinks her friend is dead. Unfortunately, he's not, because he was trying to sacrifice himself to take out the Deen, because the Deen is kind of a bad person at this point. So, Fortunately and unfortunately, they're both alive. Then with so Lucky Cyan leaving, she's like, what else am I gonna do? So she picks up her guitar. That was her friend's guitar. With the music she learned, and she starts to make her own money, and eventually word of who she is gets around the net. A hero company wants to pick her up as a hero, and it's the same guy. The reporter is talking to one of the hero agencies, and considering the status of hero companies in the last 2 arcs, I'm not very convinced they're legitimate. Because if the first organization we see caused Nice to go suicide, and the second one was a manipulative jerk, I don't exactly have a lot of confidence in this. Regardless, Cyan doesn't have anywhere else to go. She thinks the opportunity is a good thing because she's looking for her friend. She's not even sure if he's still alive or not. She has her first debut as Lucky Cyan for her concert, but also her debut as a hero, which, once again, this is before the E-Soul arc, because she's already an established singer during that arc. And the end of the episode. Something's going down at the orphanage, and the dean is turning even more evil by the minute. I thought I hated him when it was revealed that he, I guess, fell into the temptation of her luck. No, it's actually worse than that. Well, we'll see where we go from here. This feels like a situation that's not gonna just be her arc, you know, and it could be tied to someone else's. It could be. Because it seems shorter than the others, right? Because the Nice arc was 4 episodes, and the E-Soul arc was also 4 episodes. Or was it 3? No, it was 3. Shows how much I cared about the E-Soul arc. I thought it was longer. Regardless, we're going into the next episode, and we have a problem. Stuff's about to go down, and I think it's finally time for us, the heroes, to have a legitimate win. It didn't exactly feel like Ling won in his arc, and with E-Soul, that was an entire setup. Please, Lucky Cyan, give us a win. Give us a win. I'm not even begging for your luck or anything. I just want a win. Or at least a wholesome outcome. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon. Make sure you get those notifications. You won't want to miss when we're live over there. It'll be fun. And speaking of getting notified, keep your notifications on, because as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.